I mean, it's so ridiculous. I'm listening to the radio and it's Randy Bachman and Bachman Turner Overdrive, Let It Ride. And it would make a perfect backdrop for my video. But I can't use it because of all of the copyright bullshit. Anyway, this is the view from the Prince Arthur Hotel in Thunder Bay, Canada. This is Lake Superior, and it's January. Today is a very mild day for January. It's risen from minus 35 up to minus 7. So today is a good day. I'm going to go off to the grocery store walking and get everything done that way. It's just simply because I'm completely handcuffed as a human in my creativity if I can't use the music of our lives. If I can't use the music of our lives in my own videos, well, our civilization is fucked, isn't it? It is. It is. I mean, the big media can do it. You know, every big corporation can go in and they got the money to license any piece of music that they want. But fuck those musicians, if you're fucking Pink Floyd, you got so much fucking money, and Sony's got all the money, and NBC's got all the money, and it's like, I ain't got no money to license your goddamn stuff. And it's like, fuck off, fuck off. Fuck off, Don Henley. I love you, but you're an egoic fuckface. Because he's notorious for copyright shit. It's like, fuck off, Don. Don't you love us or not? Give it away, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Give it away. Give all your music away to us. And then join us in the fifth dimension. So this is the roadmap of capitalism given to us by a brilliant scientist, Charles Eisenstein. Sacred Economics is the name of the book. Well, we already had Pay It Forward a long time ago. That Kevin Spacey movie, when the hell was that? Everybody was virtue signaling. Oh yeah, I'll get on board. I'll cut $200 check to the United Way, and then I'll take that as my single deduction as my income tax. Because that, you spent you $200 and you made $200,000 last year, and you gave $200 your total charitable donation last year, and you were kind of, you felt kind of like, they were calling you a Jew or something, Shylock the Jew or something, or Scrooge the Jew or something. Everyone always blames the Jews for being, cheap or something. Is it true? I don't know. If you live in North America and you're my age, you're all circumcised. In other words, you're all Jews. By definition, if they go and lop off, the end of your foreskin, you're Jewish. And it was like everybody got lopped off, Jewish or non-Jewish. I don't know, there might have been one Jewish person in my whole city, but everybody else was whatever they were. But at the hospital, they automatically lopped them off. I don't want to call that government-sponsored child abuse, but I'm going to call it. And what do I want? Compensation. I don't know. I need a little pink house. And I don't know, cash for life, because of that. That was what I said there. Medical malpractice should be the biggest lawsuit of ever, because all of the United States and all of Canada, every boy was lopped off. It wasn't until later, when the provinces defunded it, that people, if you want to pay for it, then the kid will have it lopped off. But there was no ethics at all. It was simply money. And people were like, well, $250 for this to get lopped off. Why? Do they need it? I don't know. Song and dance, yes or no. It's supposedly just cultural bullshit. I mean, this is a natural part of the human anatomy. And the religious police of Canada mandated every child. And it was the same in the United States, as far as I know. And modern day, I just hit the roof when people say, well, it looks better. I was like, that is child mutilation. That is not your right to go and mutilate another person and affect them for their whole life. So a class action lawsuit, and that's what I want, because I demand reparations. So I don't know. There's out in the Akashic record. I might just what? Jeez. What else? Okay, hold on a second. I got to take a breath. Okay, so when I get upset, and everything is making me upset because it's like fuck, nothing is being done. I mean, still, like, there's like Rumpelstiltskin used to say, "Don't be too concerned, don't be too concerned," as if, well, you know, as if Mary York was going to return from the dead or something. Well, this was somebody I used to look after when I was a PSW, and well, I don't know, it just became a Rumpelstiltskin story about how Mary York. Uh, there was one timeline where Mary York was going to die of food poisoning, and it looked like that was the. I don't know. It was because Rumpelstiltskin and I can see timelines. Anyway, she didn't take that timeline. She didn't. Everybody was saying, "My God, she's going to die of food poisoning." She didn't. She didn't even get food poisoning at all. No, she was healthy as a horse that day. I don't know, cuz it's just, what spirits say and spirits do. They all are like guessing because none of them really know. It's like people going to the horse races. Well, spirits, sometimes they know who's going to die. Now, there's a song of "I'm just a girl in the world. That's all I get from you. I'm just a girl with all this personality. I'm just a girl in the world." So, what is that song about? That song is about people being treated like they're a can of tomato sauce on the shelf at Walmart, like they're an item. Like they're interchangeable. Well, interchangeable. Like this child's toy ball. It's got this barcode. And if we're all drones, we all go to the government school where we're all indoctrinated with the same government brainwashing. Well, then you might as well, put one of these barcodes on my forehead and your forehead because we're all identical. Well, we weren't born identical. I don't know, but the government makes us identical. It makes us sheeple and drones. So, I'm really serious about this. Well, I don't know. People take, I don't know, they take that programming and they become sheeple, and then when we try and wake you up and say, well, for Christ's sake, that's the lowest common denominator, is what that basic programming given to you by your 1% masters. Well, why don't they teach you Wim Hof then? Like you're 7 years old, you go to school, and they've got an ice pool there. And you've got Wim Hof, and well, there's always some crazy Finlander in Thunder Bay that will go cut a hole in the ice, like out there. It's not thick enough yet, but it stays cold at nighttime. It won't be long before the Finlander's going to go and shovel off the ice. He's going to get a chainsaw, cut a hole in the ice, and then he's going to jump in. I've seen them do this. Finlanders are crazy. And then the Thunder Bay's chock-a-block with Finnish people from Finland. I know, they're crazy up there. Land of the Midnight Sun. That's where Santa's reindeers are. And all that magic mushroom lichens up there. Did you know that some of it's psychedelic? Well, I don't know. You should see a Finlander where they light up a room. They do. There's nothing more. They got the biggest personalities in the world. Well, they are, because they live right next door to Santa's elves. They got big personalities. What's that guy? Herbie the dentist. From Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That kid is like, he's like, that's exactly the way. Do you want to insult Herbie? After you saw his sorry story about being a misfit in the land of the misfit children, well, at least he's an individual. He knows what he wants to be. He goes off on his own. That's a fierce individualist. That's American. That's the American way. A fierce individualist like Herbie the elf. I'm going to be a dentist, damn it. Well, it's more true than ever. It's individuating is what you're here to do. That's Carl Jung, father of psychiatry. I mean, the chief psychiatrist says you are here to individuate, not to become a bar-coded person. Brainwashed by Lester the Molester Holt on NBC News, Rockefeller Plaza. Rockefeller, one of the 12 Illuminati bloodlines of the 1% that are everything designed to keep you stupid. What is the main sting? Well, you're stupid. You're too stupid even to know. You got to listen to me, and I got to get your ego mind, your monkey mind interested in there. Like, there's got to be a pot of gold in listening to me. Otherwise, you won't give me your time. So, it's got to be either sex, power, or money. Those are the three items that the human ego is driven by. So, as far as sex goes, well, what am I offering you? What could be better than sex? I don't know. Good sex. Good sex comes from an open heart chakra, a green raised chakra that's healthy. If you want to have people who are completely impotent even on Viagra, look at Dick Cheney. Closed heart chakra means no circulation in the body. I mean, how's he going to get a heart on with no circulation? Me. So why do you want to put people like Dick Cheney in charge of the world? Who are the great lovers? Lestat the Lion Court, the vampire Lestat and his boyfriend Louis. They spend thousands of years together, and they stay together. I don't know. In the 1970s, they used to say in America 50% of marriages split up. I have no idea if people even get married anymore. Okay, switching gears. Okay. Heaven is a Place on Earth. It was playing on the radio the other day. Belinda Carlisle, 37 in the 73, means heaven on earth. Heaven is a place on earth. Please listen to that song, Belinda Carlisle, and then try to come to an understanding of what I'm about. I'm about being Belinda Carlisle singing this song, but meaning it for real in our real reality now, in our lifetime, not till the end of my lifetime. I'm an old man now. I got gray in my beard. I can't wait any longer. This is my opportunity. This is my only opportunity in this lifetime to make the change. Heaven on earth instead of this fucking hell. No more of this shit. Raise our vibe, raise our consciousness, go to the fifth dimension. It's like, blah, 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 blah. Seriously, heaven is a place on earth. Well, they were playing that in the 1980s. And fuck, I'm here. And this place is hell. It ain't what she said. Why not? Because we haven't raised our consciousnesses to the point where we get that. It's just a simple dial. You just dial in. Where do you want to be on the scale of human consciousness? It's that simple. It's like the simplest thing. Oh, but nobody wants to just like. I feel like Reg Barclay from Star Trek. Reg Barclay was on Star Trek: The Next Generation, and he was gaslit all the time. They kept making him out to be a ditz. And it was negative prayer. They hexed him because they all took a highly negative view of this person. Even Riker, Riker was a fuckface. Low vibe when he was dealing with Reg Barclay. He was a complete fuckface. He should have been relieved of duty and drummed out of the service. Well, yes, he was a horrible, toxic manager, William Riker, with regard to Reg Barclay. Anyway, Reg Barclay was key and instrumental somehow in getting Star Trek Voyager back home. And I often feel like Reg Barclay, I'm totally dismissed as being a complete, you're the one that shouldn't be in Starfleet. Because your egos are so fucking big. It's like, fuck, I've been working on this fucking project. Everybody wonders, well, what did you do in your career? And they're trying to pick through my work career. Mostly my work career was working for other fucking people to make ends meet as best as I could so that I could have my leisure time where I did a hell of a lot of my own personal journey, my own personal spiritual journey. Researched all kinds. I read zillions of books. I walked 1,000,000 miles by myself. So yeah, I don't have, the Taj Mahal, but what I have, I get to take with me. And my journey is to share with all of you people who are still stuck in your enormous egos that, whatever it is the peak of your experience. It's the next part of your journey is, to consult with somebody who's the tour guide of the getting us to the higher dimensions and, not just like coasting to an early grave. And then that was the whole point, like the whole point of being here now on this planet. Everyone says that psychic is that everyone chose to be here for this lifetime because it is a time of Earth ascension. Fifth dimensional Earth. It's like completely new and it's all ready to go. And we're just like, for Christ's sake, I don't know what to do. It's a free ticket, for fuck's sakes. That's the biggest problem because you rich people don't think anything that's free is worthwhile. And I learned that in consumer marketing in my MBA. But I can't charge you for this because it's like me saying, well, every time you take a breath, have a meter there and take it off $5 a breath or something. I don't know, like seriously, you're so fucking stuck in your stupid fucking head about the real value. I mean, what's the real value? Am I going to charge you $50 for me to give you a hug? Apparently they do that in Japan now. They're so fucked in Japan. They're so fucked. There's no reproduction going on because no one wants to bother. They don't want to bother getting together. I know it's more and more like that. So in Japan, well, instead of being a TaskRabbit person on Kijiji, you become like a rent me as a companion for the afternoon. Fine, rent me for the afternoon if you want to rent me. Just come pick me up in your car and, I'll talk your ear off if you want me to. If you don't want me to, then I don't know if I can do that. I can't be censored. I don't know. I just can't be. And I am horribly censored still by big tech. I mean, all the time. How I can only send a link so many times. It's like, fuck, why do you treat me so infantile? I mean, you give people the power to block me. So why, if that's the case, then why do you say if I send it to my mailing list, those people, if they don't like me, they'll block me. But they all want my stuff, obviously, because they're not blocking me. So why do you limit me to sending it only to sometimes 12 people when I've got a bunch of other people I'd like to send this information to? I mean, this is our modern mail system. It's run by a private corporation, Facebook Meta, that's really a front for the CIA, which is the United States government, which is U.S. mail. So why don't we just call a spade and say Facebook is owned by the U.S. government? It should just be reallocated, take it out of the CIA and give it to U.S. mail where it belongs. I mean, why am I the only one that comes up with how to fix all the things, and I'm the one that's shadow banned by all the morons that, they just keep everything so fucked every time I go on to this stupid Android phone. And, I want to go and turn it up to max. It always gives me this warning. It's like, fuck off. I don't want the fucking built-in warning every time for the next 25,000 times when I turn the volume up on my fucking phone. Every time I gotta click it. Okay. It's like, fuck off with your safety bullshit things in here. It's just endless bullshit by stupid fucking people who are treating me like an item. A non-sentient being. You treat me like an item. And you people are fuck-faced. And you people are going to die because you're so low vibe. So it's either get out and how do I get it in front of you when you won't give me the time of day? Because you won't even watch Lester the Molester. I don't know what you watch for news. I don't know. I think you watch your toilet turds go around and around down the fucking toilet. I think that's your entertainment. That's the way that your brains are. I listen to the DJs on the radio, and they're the most stupid people. They're trained by watching Howard Stern. So Howard Stern, if you listen to him, he trains you on how to disempower yourself and give your power away to morons, just like those people on the radio. Incredibly stupid. And you listen to them, and they program you with their stupid. You know, they always say the people, the closest 5 people to you are the most likely to influence you. Well, the people those idiot DJs, you listen to them all day long, and they are your closest friends, and they're fuckface stupid. They totally remind me of the animated movie Wall-E, where the humans are so fucking stupid. They're 2-ton Annies. They're 2,000 pounds fat. They're so fat that none of them can walk on their own legs, and they're constantly plugged into their stupid screens. Anyways, you got to watch Wall-E. I mean, it truly is another documentary about the way things are on planet Earth. Why are you so fucking fat? Seriously, I don't understand. But you look Wall-E, and then you're going to get a robot to clean up the big mess on planet Earth. It's like, oh my God, you were born with this physical form to use it, not to sit on your fucking ass on the couch all the time. And just let somebody do an imaginary hero's journey. You're here to do your own hero's journey. That's why you came to this planet. You had a mission to planet Earth. Original Star Trek. You had Gary 7, an extraterrestrial secret agent. He had a mission to come to planet Earth to help us out. Well, if Gary 7 has got his own, he's a real person, he did his mission or not. John Kreese on Cobra Kai. You get used to all these people on the movies, and then you say, what about, well, I don't know. None of you want to go off and, change the world? Margaret Mead said all it takes is a few dedicated people to change the world. But then she said in the end, that's all, the only few that'll ever, I don't know, you have to look up that shit. I don't know, because I'm demonically attacked. The fuck faces are here again. It's horrible, 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 horrible. The Field of Armis. Another one from Star Trek. The Next Generation. The episode where Tasha Yar dies. She's killed by a horrible negative entity called Armis. He's also known as I don't know. Was that it?